Okay, I want you to think of the biggest gift you've ever received. Gifts are wonderful. Sometimes gifts are so big that we don't even notice them. Sometimes they're so huge that we cannot see them. So in order to see them, we need to go back to the beginning, or maybe a little bit before the beginning. In the beginning, there was not very much. In the beginning, there was nothing. Well, except for maybe an enormous smile. But there was no one there to see it. On the first day, God gave us the gift of light. God divided the darkness from the light. I don't mean just the light in a bulb or a candle. I mean all of the light that there is. When God saw the gift of light, God said, "It is good." And that ended the first day. On the second day, God gave us the gift of water. Not just the water in your sink or bathtub, not even just the water in a river, lake, or oceans, but all of the water there is to be water. This is the firmament. It divides the waters from below from the waters of above. When God saw the gift of water, God said, "It is good." And that ended the second day. On the third day, God gave us the gift of dry land. God divided the dry land from the water. God put the green and growing things on the dry land. And when God saw the dry land and the green and growing things, God said, "It is good." And that ended the third day. On the fourth day, God gave us the day and the night, a way to tell time. This is the great light of the day, the sun, and these are the great lights of the night, the moon and the stars. When God saw the gift of day and night, God said, "It is good." And that ended the fourth day. On the fifth day, God gave us the gift of the things that fly in the air, not just the birds, but all of the things that fly, and the gift of the creatures that swim in the waters. And when God saw the gift of the creatures that fly and that swim, God said, "It is good." And that ended the fifth day. On the sixth day, God gave us the gift of the creatures that walk on the dry land, the creatures with many legs and the creatures with 2 legs, like you and me. This is the day that God put God's own image within us. When God saw the gift of the creatures that walk on the land and all the other gifts, God said, "It is very good." And that ended the 6th day. On the 7th day, God rested, and he gave us the gift of the day of rest to remember all of the other days and their gifts. This doesn't have anything on it. You could imagine your place to remember. Your place could be your bedroom or outside in your backyard. It could be the church. It could be high on a mountain or next to the ocean. I don't know your place to remember. Only you know. I do know that the place to remember is so important that the Jewish people mark it with 2 candles, and the Christian people mark it with a cross. I wonder which of these days you think is the most important.
I think the day with the light. I think the day with rest.
Okay.
I think the light and the darkness, when he separated the light and the darkness, the first one, I think that one's the most.
This one.
Yeah, that one. I think it's the most important because if you took that out and there wasn't any of that, then you couldn't see any of the things that God created for us.
Okay.
And they would all be black. It would
It'll all be black.
Yeah, so you couldn't see anything else. So you would put water and land and the moon and the sun. Well, the moon and the sun is kind of the same thing as the light because, well, he made the light into the moon and the sun. Well, the sun, I think he made it into the stars and the sun because the sun the stuff on the sun bounces off the moon, so it looks like the moon is glowing, and it looks like the moon has light on it.
Right.
If you go very close to the moon up into space, you can see that it actually, down below, you can see that it looks like it has light, but if you go really close to it, in space, it doesn't look like the same as below.
Right. Izzy, why is the day of rest the most important to you?
Because you can get rest and you can grow and you can remember and you can remember things that happened to you.
I wonder which of these gifts you like the best. Go ahead, Dick. And Lucas, sorry.
I like the animals. I like the animals, both of them.
Both of them?
I really like animals and I like other people. And I'm thankful for myself and I'm thankful for animals.
Okay.
Izzy, do you have a favorite?
I like when he gave us the water.
He gave us water, this one.
Yeah.
Any reason why? You don't have to have a reason. Sometimes we just like things.
I don't think she has a reason why.
Okay.
Well, if that was my favorite, I think it would be my favorite because you can't live without water and things to drink.
That's true. I wonder which day you are in, or is especially about you.
I think that all of the days are about me. I like all of the days, and I think they're all about me.
Yeah.
Because I like to sometimes, well, the rest might not be a lot about me, but it can also be about me. And there's a way that it's not about me, and there's a way that it is about me. It is about me because I like to remember things that I
And
do.
you can't live without rest.
Yeah, I guess. And the rest part isn't really like me because I like to stay awake and sometimes I have trouble sleeping.
I wonder if we could take away any of these and still have everything we need.
Well, I think
We could take away.
Well, I don't know if we could actually really take away anything.
We could take away.
Well, I guess we could. We couldn't take away rest because we need rest and we need water and we need the light. I think we need all of those things. I don't really think there's anything that
You could take away animals.
Well, but then you couldn't eat any. You wouldn't have any chicken to eat. You wouldn't have a cat. You wouldn't have any pets. And since we can't go to any people's houses right now, and if there were no animals, then you wouldn't have any pets to keep you company. And
Well,
if
you would
lived
still
alone,
have your family.
but if you lived alone and you can't go see your family, if you lived alone and you didn't have, and a lot of people that live alone have pets to keep them company, or they go out a lot. So I think that a lot of people that live alone might get pets a lot right now. A lot of people might get pets right now. Because
Well, probably the pet stores are closed.
well, the pet stores might be closed. You might be able to order pets. I don't know.
Well, then your pet couldn't come in the mail.
Well, I think they could actually.
But then the pet would be too big to go in the mail.
Well, I don't know. I don't know how you would get a pet.
In the mail.
You might go to the pet store. You might get like one in a box or something. Like in a box with holes in it and stuff. Because I got my caterpillars in a box, so you might be able to get other things in the
Did it come in the mail?
Yeah, it came in the mail. I got it from somebody that goes to our church.
Wow.
Okay. So watch me put away good stories. So if you want to tell the story, you can do it. The seventh day, the gift of rest.
Rest.
The sixth day, the gift of the creatures that walk on the land. The fifth day, the creatures of the air and the water.
Yes.
The fourth day, the gift of day and night and telling time.
Yes.
And
The
then
third day,
third
the
day,
gift of dry land and green and growing things.
Yes.
and growing things.
Yeah.
And then the second day,
The second day, the gift of water.
And the first day.
the first day,
And the first day,
The gift
the
of
gift of light,
light and
darkness.
darkness.
It was all darkness in the beginning.
In the beginning,
Darkness.
the darkness.
Darkness. Nothing could be seen.
Thank you for coming and joining me today.